Chapter 8. Awareness. Above the entrance to the Temple of Apollo at Delphi is carved in golden letters the injunction, "Know thyself," which I suppose ought to be written above the door of every psychotherapeutic consulting room, since the whole of psychotherapy consists of helping people to understand themselves. I took it for granted that I was an aware person until I started learning about relaxation techniques. Then I found I was not as aware as I thought I was, and in any case I had never regarded this as being of particular importance. But I was wrong. Awareness is a vital attributor to cultivate, for the simple reason that if we are not aware of things within ourselves that need changing, we won't be able to change them. When I was learning about relaxation, I found you could put your whole attention round every part of our body at will. There is one technique that suggests that you lie down and systematically go around your body, putting your attention into every part of it, including fingers and toes. The idea is that as you do this, the part of your body you are concentrating on automatically relaxes. I hate routines that tell you to relax this and relax that, because it seems to me that they are very likely to induce a state of self-hypnosis, which it is perfectly possible to do, and which is very pleasant, but this is not the point. I became much more interested in techniques that enabled people to be in a relaxed state while going about their business, rather than putting them in a trance. It was always my habit to record my consultations, and I would then give the recordings to the patients, who could listen alone or with their partners, hopefully reassuring their partners that there was nothing mysterious or esoteric about a psychotherapeutic consultation. As a byproduct, it gave patients opportunities to become aware of their own voices. This often came as a surprise. It showed how much information was given to the listener by a vocal quality: seductive, aggressive, passive, pathetic, etc. Learning to hear one's own voice can give information about emotional arousal, therefore becoming consciously aware of it. In my case, this meant that if I heard my voice getting louder, it meant I was becoming irritated, and I found that by relaxing my right hand, the irritation disappeared. Apparently, you can't be irritated and relaxed at the same time. Becoming aware of our bodily states also means becoming aware of our postures and gestures. If I find myself making a pointing gesture with my right hand, I know I am in a critical parent ego state, and I'm about to lay down the law. Time to switch ego states. So much for some of the physical aspects of awareness. There remains the question of what is going on in the psyche. I became aware of sensations, of thinking, of feelings. When one has an intuition about something, it just happens, and one is not aware of the process by which the intuition arrives. Such is the nature of intuitive process. There is an interesting experiment described by the great Russian philosopher P.D. Ouspensky. You go for a walk and you look at everything that can be seen, from clouds and chimneys to leaves on the ground. You extend your visual sense to its maximum. Then you feel everything you can: the wind on your face, the touch of your clothing, your shoes on the pavement. Then you listen to everything that is audible, and while doing that you smell everything you are sensitive enough to be aware of. And lastly, with all your senses fully extended, you are as aware of your physical surroundings as it is possible to be. Ouspensky then suggests that while your senses are fully extended, you should recite some poetry to yourself. This I have never retrieved, but I do recommend this as an interesting exercise. The Buddhist words for awareness is mindfulness, and their most important meditation technique is to use balls in concentrating on the act of breathing alone. This is curiously complicated and involves becoming aware of the passage of air into the nose and larynx, its descent into the lungs, the muscular effort of inhalation, and so on. If you are inclined to try this, I suggest that after you exhale, you pause before you inhale, thus prolonging the relaxation which always accompanies exhalation. The routine of standing up once an hour and taking a deep, sighing breath is a good way to prevent getting into habitual states of tension. When I checked insight meditation on the internet, I was very surprised to learn how much interest there was in it. Apparently, it is a very well-known Buddhist technique called vipassana. So I could have short-circuited my long drawn-out exploration of awareness by learning vipassana in the first place. I have, however, spent a lot of time doing breathing meditation and still find it an interesting and useful thing to do.